Hello everybody, this is Ramon Castellon, and I want to let you know that you're not alone in your own journey, in your own way of life, on this path that you are in. When we take time for ourselves, it's not just taking time, it is appreciating our time for ourselves, not being selfish. It's giving us the space that we need to recollect in our minds, to be mindful, to be aware, to be conscious, to love and to cherish. Okay? So mindfulness in life's journey, the beauty of the spiritual plan of connection within. This is my first time doing just a video. I have other videos that are more different, but and allowing ourselves to understand, what does this plan look like? What does this plan allow ourselves to say? Am I doing the right thing? Am I eating the right diet? Am I eating the right foods? Am I drinking enough water? Sometimes we have a fine line of what we need for our bodies and what we need to experience for us. So when we start being more aware, when we start this meditation practice, when we start this practice of yoga every morning, this practice of waking up every morning, our routine of allowing ourselves to recognize this is our journey, and we are allowing ourselves to love ourselves around us and people around us. And in that, we give the ability to say, what does it mean to love deeper in our experience? How do I cultivate a sense of a deeper connection with Source Creator in our practice, in our Reiki practice, in our meditation? What are the levels and what are the patterns that are rising up when we do have our practice? So giving us some time to have a couple seconds and closing our eyes. To recollect, where is this energy storing at when we feel stressed out? When we don't take ourselves some time, what does our stress look like? How does it feel? What are the words you want to connect with? Because with that, we are connecting what we feel, what we want to experience, and what we want to allow to surrender, what we are not in control of when we are in that experience. Because we like to be controlling, because it makes us feel that we need to control the things around us and the experiences. Maybe we can say a word to give ourselves a boundary and say, this is not a part of me, this is not my story, and this is not something that I want to experience right now. So fears and patterns and hard truths. When meditating, what kind of hard truths that come up? We have to write them down. If we don't write these down, we're not giving ourselves our own framework to see where is the problem at. We can look at these problems, we can fix them where they're at for ourselves, not for everybody else, but for ourselves. Okay. Knowing and self-empowerment through being mindful of oneself. So when we do that, we are being more aware of our shadows, and how we procrastinate, how we lie to ourselves. We're not being honest what we want to do in our own practice. How does it stay authentic in our own practice, in our self-expression and our emotional balance? Because when we do our work, when we meditate, how do we come back to center? How do we come back to loving ourselves? What are the things that you love to do? So in that empowerment, you're able to find your power. To be reminded about your medicine, that what you give around the world, or to people, or just to yourself. Filling the gap, inner gap, doing the work through life's curves, allowing to acknowledge the chaos for what it is, but not attaching yourself to it. You see it, that it's 5 feet away from you, but you cannot really fix it. You can be concerned about the chaos, but you can't fix the chaos. If you find chaos within you, you use your tools to meditate. You use your tools to do yoga. You use your tools to your journal, to write, to take a walk, have a hike. Do the things that are internal dialogue, deeper dialogue. So give yourself the space, being constantly aware of the noise around us when we want to be in that peace of mind. Maybe being at peace with the noise. Looking at the other side of the coin. How does it look like? How does it feel like? And then we're able to feel and acknowledge it. It'll go away. Learning how to surrender to something that you cannot control. So this exercise or this discussion, self-awareness in one's practice, when we have to acknowledge the shadow within us, the noise, the control, or what is it bugging ourselves inside that makes us feel chaotic, because we feel everything. So, what else I got here? I wrote down. It's a little booklet that I have, that I made for myself. What are the main routines to your connection? What nourishes you? What feeds you? What feeds your spirit? What does your practice look like, your authentic experience? And what really fulfills you in your connection? What makes you feel that you're grounded? Find your roots. Find your way of power, authentic power, loving you for you, and letting go the stories that attach and make you go continuing on the same pattern over and over again. Because of life's chaos, the lack of practice will happen and fulfillment will be shattered. The gap is not fed. Your connection or your connect, what is spirit to you, is always forgiving. Remember, imagine all the times you've always done your inner work, you're connecting to spirit. You always feel the grace and beauty that gives you that peace. Your chaos is your choices are your responsibility. So when you choose what you want to experience, you're responsible. Being responsible and having integrity and knowing what you did, you created that. So we have so much power and so much ability to acquire. So give yourself the permission to say, I need time for me. Okay? Have a beautiful day.